We're going to get a copyright flag for whatever this song is, if they're good enough.
Oh, yeah, no kidding. Yeah.
Okay. Hi, and welcome to Something or the Other.
Sports and stuff.
Sports and Stuff live stream, live from the Labor Day Picnic in Desloge, Missouri. Good Earth, good people?
Yep.
No,
something.
that's Bonterre.
Bonterre.
Oh,
What's Desloge's? Good Earth,
Sunshine
good
State.
people.
It's the Sunshine State.
We are in the college sports Saturday. What is it, Bill? Help us.
College football zone.
College football zone live at the Labor Day Picnic. You got the Mox, Chuck, Micah, and Bill here, and we're going to have a lot of fun today. We're talking college football right now. We are watching, and you are too maybe at home, Texas versus Ohio State. One of the most important games of the year, I would say, at least early on.
100%.
You're going to learn a lot about this. We're going to have a bunch of segments. We're going to have a bunch of people on. We're going to have a ton of fun. We're going to be talking sports and stuff, mostly college football, and our live stream just went out, so good for us.
So I hope you guys like watching it at home.
Off to a great start. Chuck, we want to welcome you back specifically.
Yeah.
The red carpet they rolled out right over there. It's been a while since you've been here. The last time didn't go so well, or depends on who you are.
Well, yeah, I mean, I
I
remember.
enjoyed it, but I didn't spend a night in jail.
Right. The last time I was in this area, I was sitting at a table about right here, but I was naked. I took a drink of beer, and I ran.
And this time you got clothes on. We appreciate that.
Yeah.
Bill, I don't think we're here without you. I think this was either your idea or one way or the other. We're here because of you. And I always credit you because I used to live about a block up that way. And one of our biggest complaints, we've always loved the Desloge Labor Day Picnic and specifically the beer garden. But there was a lot of games on the Saturdays. So we would hang up there in the daytime and come down here at night. You figured out a way to get us here earlier.
Well,
So kudos to you.
well, I appreciate that, but
Yeah,
you know,
No kidding.
I think it was. I like that. I like that.
There
Yeah.
we go.
You know, Sherry came to us. You know, I don't know, a couple months ago, and says, "Hey, we want to do something crazy at the Labor Day Picnic. Can you help? Like, we really want to have some football on." And I'm
Whoa,
like,
a
well,
woman said this to you?
Well, I think her son Sean.
I'm about to say, she married?
Yeah. Well, her son Sean kind of put that in her ear. Well,
Okay, all right.
you give me an idea and we run with it. And you know, we had the plan of having the TV and you know, around the beer. That's great, but you know, Chad kind of came in and was like, "Hey, we'd like to be a part of it, guys. This is awesome.
Yeah.
Like, I can't imagine a better place to be today
Oh, yeah.
than sitting right here." So,
Absolutely.
you know, as much as you know, Unico Bank and it kind of helped fund it and be a part of it, you guys are making the atmosphere. We appreciate you being here because it wouldn't be the same without you.
For sure. And we appreciate you having us out here. And there really isn't is there a better place in America to be on Labor Day weekend than Desloge, Missouri?
No, other than jail.
Other than jail.
You get a lot of
When you
attention
fit,
in
when
jail.
you fit both of them in the same day, that's pretty nice.
Pretty good day.
Hey, if you're on the live stream, we appreciate you being here. Apparently, we're cutting in and out, but that's okay. We're going to truck on through. We're going to roll on through.
Sounds good.
What's the score?
Ohio State was about to
We
score.
lost our feed. Leave the score in the comments.
They were very
Yeah,
close.
yeah. Get up in those comments.
Keep us updated.
We do have football on here, though. We just can't see it from our perch. Don't let that hold you back from coming out and checking it out, though.
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to be here for a while.
It's a crazy game because it's number 1 versus number 3 with both unproven quarterbacks. You have no idea like how good they are at this point. It's just all hype.
Well, we mentioned this last night a little bit about preseason rankings. Do you remember who was number 1, number 2 preseason last season?
No.
Because it didn't end up that way.
No, it never does.
No, I think those are especially now, especially with so much changeover and players transferring and the transfer portal. Man, it's hard to keep track of it. I mean, Chuck even mentioned it off air. There's a lot of movement there. And me and Bill were on the Parkland podcast this morning. We talked about it a little bit. I think it's helped the parity. You don't have the dynasty. It doesn't feel like you have the dynasty like you did with something like Alabama, because they would just get all the guys. Yeah. They would get all the NFL prospects and basically put a mini NFL team together and just run everything.
It's like if they have a draft, they got the first 9 picks of the draft every year.
Right.
So I think it's actually good for college football, and I'm interested to see what you guys think. But I don't think we're exactly where we need to be yet because there's just too much, and with the NIL, and we talked a little bit about that on the podcast this morning. But what are your thoughts on the transfer, being the ability to transfer, and how it relates to NIL and teams getting players? Any of you?
If you, like, say a quarterback, and used to when you transferred, you had to sit out a whole year.
Right.
And, that ruins everything. I mean, for positions like that, absolutely. And I don't agree with the whole sitting out a year or anything like that. The money, though, I always said, whenever finding dudes for washing their car in the parking lot of the teachers and making them pay for the water that they used and stuff, I'm like, dude, just stop suspending these guys for signing a couple of things to get money. Just look the other way.
Yeah.
You just gotta look the other way. Don't look over there.
Well,
it's fine.
it's you take back when I was in school, we got in trouble for a player sleeping on the coach's couch.
Yeah.
The guy got in a fight with his girlfriend and kicked him out of the house. You talk about a rough day. Sleeping on the coach's couch. And then
Was it Sandusky?
No,
Because
there's none of that goes on down in God's country. But you take a 90-mile road trip to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, and they all drive, brand new, insert car. I'm like, that's landed us probation for 4 years.
Right.
There is a happy medium. We are in the pendulum swing where it's the wild, wild west.
Yeah, it's a free-for-all.
And you couple NIL with basically college free agency with the transfer portal, it does feel wild. And you can have a team that goes from seller to, national champion with one huge donor. It's crazy.
Did we go from collegiate sports being amateur athletics to professional?
Yes.
Is it professional?
any profession.
I think that's why North Carolina brought in Belichick. He knows.
Dude, I'm more. Is that one of the storylines for the?
I could not believe what I was hearing. I thought it was a joke. There's no way this is happening. He's actually going there.
Why? Why do you think?
I thought we were talking about his girlfriend.
Well, that too.
Oh,
Might
yeah,
have to
let's
ask
do that.
her why.
Well, I mean, those rings are probably some of it.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, boredom. I don't
challenge?
know. Maybe a challenge.
Some of these guys have an ego that you can't. They can barely get out of bed with. I mean, he's been to the pinnacle of the NFL. You got to do something else. I mean, but he is old. How old is he? He's in his 70s, right?
He's not 26. Like
70
his girlfriend.
years older than his girlfriend, whatever she is.
I guess maybe there's some guys that think that's cool. I think it's creepy
That's
as hell.
insane
man.
to me. That's
Creepy as
insane.
hell.
That's a
And
lot.
now she's
That's a lot there. I mean, that's 50 years of.
What do you talk about?
Yeah. What do you have in common?
Plus-
What do those two have in common
He's
other
not,
than
he's not watching Love Is Blind with you.
maybe he is?
Plus, it almost feels like, because he's one of the greatest NFL coaches of all time, hard ass, tough with the media, and it seems like he just completely submits to her. You know what I mean?
Oh,
yes. Yeah.
Like,
he
Which
was
is so weird because of his control issues.
Yeah.
Well, he was a rub and tug guy, wasn't he? Didn't he?
Oh, I don't know.
It was Robert
That was
Kraft. That was
Kraft.
Kraft.
That was
Okay,
Kraft.
never mind. Same
I
organization.
mean, they
Same
probably are.
Yeah.
It seems like that's
And
pretty
Deshaun
common.
Watson, Justin Tucker,
Justin Tucker, like a lot.
a lot.
A lot.
Yeah, Deshaun Watson, a lot. I still don't understand. Okay, listen.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's very weird, but I don't think it's illegal, is
Oh,
it?
here we go.
What, the rub and tug?
Yeah.
I think it is.
I mean,
think
if you just hint.
Uh,
I mean, I guess if you come out and say, hey, I will give you.
No,
Well, surely
it-
ain't that dumb.
I think the
There's
illegal part
consent.
is the tug part.
Yeah.
Here's the problem I have with it. How he's the starting quarterback of the NFL team in that town. Good looking guy, fit, everything. How does he not get it?
He doesn't want to put up with the.
Oh, right, yeah.
How does it?
He doesn't
How do
wanna
they not
pull it.
all say yes, sir? Or I don't understand.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's a problem. I think they did say yes, sir,
Oh, and then
and then they come back on the back end and say, hey, that was.
We get some money out of
I'm
this.
pretty
Smart.
sure that's the
all right,
deal.
girls. I got all right.
They get a $1,500, $2,000 for the massage, and
Yeah.
come back 2 years later and say, I didn't want that to happen.
Don't hate the player, hate the game, I guess.
You got to be careful out there,
Jeez.
Ole Miss. What's Ole Miss mean to you, Bill?
man. You ever been?
Yes.
Yes.
We went actually the college baseball team.
Oh yeah,
Dude.
yeah.
Oh, it's a party.
We had no idea.
It's a party.
Okay, we went for the basketball game.
Yeah, we went to a basketball and a baseball game
And they were
same
like,
day.
there's a baseball game going on. We're like, oh, dude, let's go check it out. And somebody hit a home run, and all the beers
Oh, yeah.
flies in the air. We're like, this is awesome.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
look, I graduated from Ole Miss in 05. It feels like a long time ago, and I moved directly from Oxford, Mississippi to Bonne Terre. You know, my
and
wife,
you stayed.
Yeah, my wife will be here shortly. You'll see why I moved here.
Okay, fair.
So those are the Eli days.
Eli
Well,
days, yes.
Little post Eli days.
No,
right?
so I watched Eli play. You know, we were talking earlier about the on the Parkland podcast about the environment of the 03 Ole Miss LSU game. You know, that's not something that was prior to MIZZOU being in the SEC. You wouldn't know anything about it. It was I can't explain it. If you weren't there, you know, it was to win the SEC West. Winner goes to the SEC championship game, which I'll go ahead and say it since it's out there. We've never been, but
yeah, it's
you know, it's a great town. We have been bad, we have been good. It's a love-hate relationship, and you're either all in or all out. And baby, I'm all in.
Yeah, yeah.
hey, one day it'll turn around.
You know, we did win. I did get a chance to travel to Omaha to watch them win the national championship in baseball a couple years ago. And the beer showers you think of.
They traveled.
Take it on the road, yeah.
So my seats for the first game of that 3-game championship series, I put my beer on the wall, you know, the outfield wall. We were sitting right on the wall, and some students were next to me. And at this point, I've aged out in the student game. I mean, these kids, they're kids.
Yeah.
And you know, I'm chatting them up. Hey guys, we bring in beer showers to Omaha, and he says, "You're damn right, we are." And I mean, we hit the back home runs.
Dang.
Everybody ran out of beer. We didn't have any beer left.
Did people run around like with their mouth open trying to catch it? Yeah.
That will be a top 5 moment for me. You know, when I'm laying in bed dying, boy, at one time, you know, Omaha. Omaha is a great place if you've never been there to watch your team play there. Unreal.
I've been there to see the stadium and stuff. I just can imagine, yeah, the whole tournament.
The
man.
town's not great. I mean, it's
No.
not. You don't go to family vacation to Omaha, but
Warren Buffett, baby.
Yeah, cool zoo.
yeah.
Warren Buffett.
I mean, but if you got your team vying to win a national championship, you go across the street to Rocco's, buy you a Jell-O shot. I mean, there's nothing like it.
Yeah. I've been to the stadium, but I haven't been for the World Series. But yeah, it seems like a great place to catch
It's great.
it. Yeah.
It's great. Football team, we've had our ups and downs. We tend to. We had it in the bag last year. We lost to Kentucky week 3, week 4, or something. You know, we just can't quite get over that curse.
And you guys had at one point, and I don't know how there was not more wins. I think maybe Fitzgerald was the quarterback. You guys had A.J. Brown. There was 3 receivers there at the same time. That was unbelievable. It was A.J. Brown,
DK Metcalf,
and
Elijah Moore.
Treadwell?
Treadwell was there too.
And, yeah, 4. That's insane.
Wow.
And our starting tight end for the Buffalo Bills.
Kincaid?
No, not Kincaid.
Knox?
Dawson Knox.
Dawson Knox.
You guys had Ingram too, right?
Did have Evan Ingram.
You guys have had some good
Skill positions.
It was. There was no reason. You know, the reason why we didn't win more that year is because of the coach that's now coaching for Auburn Tigers.
Yeah, he.
Speaking of rubbing tugs.
He sure went. He was not hiding that he was breaking some rules. Like he was getting like number 1 like Robert Kadish and all that. Like all these number 1 in the nation guys just started signing with Ole Miss all of a sudden. Like, dude, you might need to tamp that down because I mean.
He did go hard that one year.
Yeah, like hold on, man.
Man, that was so much fun.
He's into this.
What really happened was he got in the room with, you know, the NCAA came knocking. And all you got to do is shut the hell up. Just don't say anything. Well, they started questioning his character, and he started quoting them Bible verses. Now, look, I believe and I believe in the Bible, but you know, at some point you don't quote it to an NCAA investigator that, you know, trying to defend your position on why Kim Dichie chose you over Georgia.
Right. Yeah.
That's what happened, and they had it out for him for the rest of the time. And it's funny what we got through the whole investigation okay.
Yeah.
It was the rub and tugs that brought him down.
Yeah, get every man.
Get you every time.
That-
Get you every time.
Bring
SEC
down a good
used
man
to
every
be
time.
SEC used to be where all the rule breaking happened, and now it seems like it's the Big Ten.
Right, yeah.
It's kind of moved.
Yeah. Shifting northward.
yeah, we do have some trouble in Michigan, I guess.
Yeah, we
boy.
do. Before we get there, what do you think about Jackson Dart?
I am so fired up
Yeah?
to watch him play. I mean, look, he will go down as one of the greatest quarterbacks at Ole Miss history. I mean, he broke some of Eli's records. He played for a while. But watch, it's preseason. You hate to get too excited about it, but for him to go where Eli went, you know, in
Yeah.
New York, and after Eli went there, I've obviously a Giants fan since then, and just to watch what he did in the preseason and to approach it like he does, that New York media is going to chew his ass up. But yeah, I think he's got the shoulders to bear it. And
Yeah, that's
he
what I was
looks
going to
great.
say. He seems like a confident kid.
Yeah, well, he's got like a kind of a Josh Allen feel to him.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to do what I'm going to push it to win it.
Well, he was a
kind of mentality.
big-time recruit coming out when he went to USC first, right?
I think
Yes, he did.
Yeah,
He's a
he
Utah
was a big-time recruit.
Utah
coming out.
kid.
He was-
Utah kid went to USC.
Yeah.
And him, and I don't remember the kid's name, but it was another USC kid, big tight end, was supposed to be the #1 tight end in the country. They came as a package, transferred into Ole Miss as a package. Don't remember his name. He didn't work out.
Yeah.
But they came in and, you know, for a guy, he came in and played behind Corral.
Yeah.
You know, waited his time. And that's one thing a lot of these kids can't do. These freshmen, sophomore, they want to play now.
yeah.
Yeah.
Or
hence
they'll just
transfer.
transfer
They'll
to
go
where they
somewhere
can
else. I
play.
mean,
Nobody sits, man. Nobody waits.
You know,
yeah.
he did. So, I mean, he learned the system. Kiffin, you know, say what you want to about Lane Kiffin. I'm really glad he's our coach.
I think that you're lucky you got him now. Like
Yeah.
he had to work out some kinks in the old
Yeah.
in the personality for a while.
Yeah.
But the Chad Kelly years, he was
Fun. That's fun,
He was
too.
fun.
That was fun.
He was like a Manziel without all that winning and stuff.
Yeah, swag,
Yeah.
swag Kelly. I mean, no idea. I have no idea the team, but he's apparently very good in the Canadian Football League.
It's easy to throw up there, man. I would, if I was a good like quarterback to toss the ball around, didn't make it in the NFL, dude, I would. Right.
Ole Miss, you know, foundation anytime soon. but
right.
Canadian Football League is always funny. I'll look at it occasionally, and I'll see like the guy that's leading the league in pass. I'm like, hey, I remember that dude. He played for Iowa or something.
Yeah.
Like, you always find some guys like that.
I like to look at those lines and figure out how down bad you got to be to bet on the Canadian Football League.
People bet anything.
I know.
So what about we're talking about the SEC. What about this year's Ole Miss team? What's their place in the SEC this year?
Man, we got a lot of question marks. We graduated, you know, obviously, you know, Dart was the heartbeat of the team, and really a lot of guys on the defensive front that we lost. And, you know, can we replace them? I mean, we've got some transfers in that should help. Our quarterback, if you watch the Georgia-Ole Miss game, Dart got hurt, and the guy, Austin Simmons, came in, played a series, and actually scored the first touchdown of the game. Big left-handed guy, 6'3", left-handed, has a rocket for an arm. We'll see. I mean, I think we're going to be good. Do we have enough to make any noise? I won't know until week 4. You know,
You got Georgia State tonight,
yeah, Panthers, man.
6:45.
I think we're, 36 and a half?
Yeah, I might be
You'll
able to
do all
find
right
it
on
here.
that one.
Yeah, 30. You know, that'll be fine. Obviously, we'll take care of Georgia State. We'll see. I'm
talking about-
excited.
The rest of your or non-conference is Kentucky.
Kentucky's SEC.
Yeah,
No, they are SEC.
The
Georgia
Citadel's mixed in there.
State, LSU in September, Arkansas, Tulane, Washington State.
Yeah, we'd go to Washington State, I believe.
Oh boy.
Yeah, wow.
I believe. Yeah, it'll be interesting. We'll see what happens. Naturally, we'll have a game that we lose that we're not supposed to, and
You might win one you're not supposed to. You guys do that occasionally.
we do. You know, the LSU game will be tough. If I think that is that's in Oxford this year, I believe. Is that correct?
I already closed it.
Think so?
Where does the fandom in Mississippi? Where does the
Where's Mississippi State
stop?
start? Yeah,
It's weird. There is really there's a pocket of Ole Miss, alums in Jackson. Obviously, right around Oxford, there's a huge contingent in Memphis that are Ole Miss fans. You got a little pocket on the coast, but really it's all Mississippi State. I grew up 30 minutes from Starkville.
Oh boy.
My dad worked there, got his, degrees from Mississippi State. My sister went there, graduated, got her advanced degrees from Mississippi State. And when it came time for me to go to college, they assumed I was going to be a Bulldog. Just couldn't. Too close to home, man. Had to get out. Had a lot of friends that went to Ole Miss and fell in love with it. But to answer your question, there is no dividing line.
No.
It's all over the place. But fandom in Mississippi is pretty much dominated Mississippi State. You see a lot of maroon.
That's odd because the only thing I know about Mississippi State in sports is the Will Clark, Rafael Palmeiro deal when they were both on Mississippi State baseball. That's all I really know.
Oh,
And
yeah.
Dak Prescott.
I do think they're pretty. Yeah, Dak. Dak.
Should they be allowed to use those cowbells?
No, hell no.
I don't think so either.
They're dangerous.
Dangerous.
I don't know. That's what we're going to use to get them out of there. I mean, I don't know how you have an artificial noisemaker rule
Yeah.
and just
Allow it?
But everybody, here's the problem. They suck so bad. They're like, not them. Just don't worry about that.
Just let them do it.
Let them do whatever. They're not hurting you. Your older brother, hit you, or younger brother hit you with a stick.
It's like if you let the Rockies just take first on 3 balls. Like, dude, they ain't gonna.
Whatever.
Yeah, let them walk on 3 balls. They
That's
ain't
kind
gonna
of what
hurt
we're
you.
dealing with there.
Yeah, they ain't gonna score.
We're talking some SEC right now. It is 7-0. Texas has not scored. All the hype around Arch Manning comes from the lineage, right? He's got the family lineage. He's supposed to be the next coming of. Saw some of him last year. I think is he on the betting odds? Is he the favorite for the Heisman?
Yeah,
I think he
that's
might be.
insane.
Yeah, I
That's
think
not
so.
even- that's insane.
So where are we at? We're at 2 minutes left in the first half. Arch is 4 for 8 for 20 yards.
Oof.
Struggling.
Oof. Was Arch ever going to be as good as his hype was going to be? I mean, could he have ever
There's
lived
no
up
way
to
he could
that
live
hype?
up to it.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I agree.
Never,
I
not a
agree.
chance.
But I will say this. I mean, if there's somebody made for the light, like this is a big game here.
Yeah, it
and
is.
he's going against a quarterback that has very little experience. Is the moment too big for a quarterback like that? And somebody like Arch, who's just grown up in this life, I feel like he's going to be more comfortable. It's almost like the Shadur thing, although I know that's very different. But he's been around it his whole life. So he's expected to be comfortable in situations like this that are big moment situations.
But unless you've done it, I mean, you don't know.
Yeah, just because your uncles have done it.
Yeah, just because you sit in the stands and watch it doesn't mean, I do think Arch is very gifted. I mean, he obviously has a talent to do it. And if I figured he was going to have a setback game today, just kind of, reality check. Doesn't mean he's not going to be great the rest of the year. He's got the tools, but.
Yeah, he looks the part for sure. Like if you just watch him stand and throw in the pocket, you're like, that's it.
Well, and he can do something his uncles can't, is he can run.
I mean,
He's got legs.
the media was ready to give him the Heisman when he was a senior in high school.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's unfortunate that he has to go on the road against the national champions,
Yeah.
Ohio State. His first. Not first
Couple boring things on him. 6'4", 219. What's interesting is they got him at 4.6240, which is in the 88th percentile of college quarterbacks.
88 at 4.6.
Yeah.
What?
Or 12%. Top 12%.
What?
4.62 is fast for a quarterback, isn't it?
Well, I mean, I would think in the
4.6?
pros, man, I would think that
I don't think 4.62 is good.
I would think there'd be a lot of quarterbacks in college that are very athletic that would probably
They
be like
would beat
receivers
that.
in the pros.
Yeah.
The last time Chuck was at Labor Day, he ran a 4.6.
yeah.
Yeah. It's easy.
You
when
ran a
wind
4.6, I
resistant.
think, didn't you?
Wind resistant, huh?
Didn't you run a 4.6?
I ran 4.67. Yeah, in high school.
Guys, I feel like a 4.6 is pretty fast.
Well,
I felt like
now.
it is too.
Yeah.
For a
I would have to
6'4", 219.
I'd have to be on a
white-
motorcycle
Manning.
to ride it.
That's a big guy.
For a Manning, that's just lightning.
Oh,
fast.
for sure.
I think Eli ran in the combine. I think he was a 5 flat, 5 something.
Oh.
259 career college snaps, 939 yards, 9 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last year in 6 games. He had 2 starts, but they were against Louisiana, Monroe, and Mississippi State.
You know, the
So
leading
there's not much there.
Right.
the leading
I mean,
rusher.
Today's a challenge. Today's going to tell us a lot, I think.
I'm pretty sure this is still true. The leading rusher in the NFL history over the age of 40 on is Tom Brady.
Yeah, with quarterback sneaks.
Yeah, he's the leading rusher over 40 of all
Great
time.
quarterback sneaker.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, really good.
hmm
It was before the tush push. Is that there's a little moment. There was an art to it, and he perfected it. There's a little delay. Josh Allen, not to bring up something bad, but he tries that little delay and tries to find the hole, and it hurt him.
Yeah.
Got him. Right. But I think there is a little bit of an art to it.
Oh, yeah.
Brady kind of perfected it. That little delay, and then I find the hole, and then I go.
Are they going to get rid of it? They said the tush push is legal now, right?
Yeah, it's legal.
Didn't that go to NFL court and we're good now?
It's legal.
That's hard to stop.
It is hard to stop. Good.
If you do it right. I don't understand why all teams don't do it then.
You don't have You don't have somebody that can squat 500 as your quarterback.
I mean, guys, Jalen's a good quarterback, but he's not some big physical specimen. He's not.
He's just built.
Is he that much more gifted than any other quarterback in the league?
His lower half is, and
I don't know.
his lower half.
His lower half.
Yeah, I didn't know it was this kind of podcast.
Sorry about that. We apologize. We did talk off air. It's a vibe here. We got the barbecue smell coming in. We got the tunes down there. The game is on somewhere. Got a vibe.
Yeah, we mentioned our feed. If you want to come on down, the feed that they have on the big monitor at the picnic here is definitely going. It's definitely good.
Oh yeah. That's our feed that we're
good to
talking
go.
about. Theirs is doing much better than ours.
Yeah.
What do we got? A minute? The 2-minute timeout was just now.
Yeah, we're coming up on halftime, still 7-0.
And we do have some OSU guys here that we're going to get on later.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
That's going to be fun. We're also going to have a MIZZOU segment with Ben and Matt Brannon.
Okay.
That's going to be
Let's do that.
That's going to be something.
Can't wait to rip into those OSU guys. I can't stand Ohio State.
Why? Just why? I have one question, and it's why.
You know why. Right there. Rip me out of a national title. Bad call.
We don't have a ACC segment.
Oh, we can't talk California, University of California?
Are they in the ACC?
Are they
Yeah.
in the ACC?
Yeah.
Oh,
They're in the
there's
ACC.
Cal Bears, yeah.
the realignment's crazy.
Yeah,
What
if
are
you
we
don't
doing?
know, they're in the state of California, which is on the Pacific Coast.
Right.
They're in the ACC, which stands for the Atlantic Coast Conference.
Yeah, that ocean's on the other side.
Yeah, I don't get the whole conference realignment. What are we doing with
Yeah,
that
Washington State's going to be in the SEC soon.
Nah.
It's something like that. It's ridiculous.
Well, Washington's in the Big Ten, and they play Rutgers.
In New York.
That's a heck of a
Jersey or
travel.
whatever. Jesus,
Couple travel days there.
that's insane.
Hey, we're going to talk Ohio State with our Ohio State guys, but I know we're talking SEC here. But let's chat on it. Such an interesting season last year. You lose to your rival, but then go ahead and win the championship.
Yeah. Yeah.
You take the championship over the loss to the rival, right?
Yeah, 1,000%.
You take it over anything.
Well, I don't know. Depends on the school, probably.
But does it? I mean, that stings. Like he struggles. How many does he have? How many losses in a row?
4.
4 in a row.
I think it's 4 in a row. Yeah, 4 in a row he's lost.
And Michigan wasn't great last year, but beating your rival.
Especially that rival. That rivalry is ridiculous. Yeah.
I can tell you, there is an asterisk by it if you win a championship and have a loss to your rival in the same year.
They always bring it up in the conversation. It always comes up.
It hits different, and you will always hear, "Yeah, we beat the best team you've ever had."
Yeah.
Right.
I've heard it before.
Ooh. Man, when you put it that way, yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
This is a busting with the boys conversation, but they talked to Mike Vrabel and said, "Would you cut your piece off?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
For a championship. And I don't think I'd go that far, but something like Michigan where, the Connor Stallions thing, right? So there's not an official asterisk by their championship, but there's a little bit of conversation that needs to happen. What would be an Ole Miss lover all time, Miami, whatever your team is, what would you do for your team to win the championship?
How far would you go?
I have thought about this.
A lot. I actually think about it all the time.
Yeah, I'm not going Vrabel on it because I actually listened to that and I was just like, oh man,
That's hardcore.
I think he was serious too.
I think so too.
And they made a pretty deep run in the playoffs that year. I was kind of worried for him a little bit. I don't know what I would do. It would be a lot, and it would probably be as much monetarily as I could do. I don't know.
Your wife would allow, right?
Yeah, I'm not changing my life for the Rebs to win a championship, but
would you pay $2,000?
Oh hell, sign it up.
5
today. Yes, it would be a 5-digit number, probably.
What about those repercussion type situations? Would you take a national championship to win
these.
one game the next 3 or 4 years?
100%.
Just be terrible.
I
for
would
the
cheat.
next 5.
So me and my friends have talked about this. Like, why don't we just go? Have you ever seen that movie, Nick Nolte?
Blue Chips?
No.
Blue Chips.
Oh yeah.
Blue Chips. Would
That's
you
the
go,
only Nick Nolte
Yes.
movie I've
Yeah,
ever
right.
seen.
Yeah.
Would you go Blue Chips to blow your entire program up to win a championship? They can't take it away from you. It's in the books.
SMU said, "Hold my beer." They lost theirs for a while.
Yeah.
Get back.
Yeah, well,
Get back. They didn't win the championship. But
they're fine now.
tried. Yeah,
You know,
they're fine
I
now.
bet that 1 year was a hell of a good time though.
Yeah.
I was probably back before it was what it is today, but I mean, yeah, I think that there would be a big money, and I would rather win a natty today and suck for 4 years.
The thing
Yeah,
is, when they
fine.
take
Worth
it
it.
away, you still think they won. Like I still think Reggie Bush has the Heisman.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
He still has the Heisman. to
Still
me.
earned it.
Well, they come repo it. They come back and get it.
I think they took it, but
They can't erase everybody's memories.
yeah, to me, he's a Heisman winner.
Yeah, he still had the best college, running back season of all time. I think.
One of them, yeah.
Well, that's the Norm Macdonald joke. Is Heisman Trophy winner, something they can never take away from you, unless you kill your wife and her boyfriend.
Yeah. He did that at the Oscar.
ESPYs.
ESPYs.
He did it at the
Yeah.
ESPYs.
Everybody's like, oh.
Yeah.
He said Charles Woodson, the Heisman Trophy winner, they will never be able to take that away from you unless you kill your wife and her boyfriend. There's the family. Family just rolled in.
The Winches.
They're all blonde.
Shout out to the Winches.
For Miami to win, they've already got 5, so I'm good. I am teaming up shit. I don't have anything to give anyway. I just got divorced not too long ago.
Yeah.
Would you pay $100?
$100, yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Can I borrow $100?
500.
Now, what was that deal? Miami had a big, what we'll call scandal.
And we're off to commercials.
And this is
No, wait.
sponsored by
No, I'm
Subway.
Now, what?
Yeah.
now,
Yeah.
They had a party down there with that one guy,
Oh,
Luke,
yeah.
like
Uncle
Shapiro.
Luke, the 2
Oh, Luke Campbell.
Damn right they did.
I mean, that guy was just. I guess there's a documentary on it or something.
Damn right.
I mean,
Yeah, let's send it to a break.
You should have had a ring.
Can't talk about that stuff. 2 Live Crew. Did Luke get a ring?
I don't know.
He should have.
Sure he bought a replica or something.
He's a bigger Miami fan than you are.
Oh yeah,
He hangs
by
out
far.
with him. Yeah. Games
Yeah.
playing for him.
he's killing it.
We're live at the Labor Day Picnic. The
Got it.
barn.
Beautiful day.
Unico Bank. What? How we say it?
we're the college football zone presented by Unico Bank,
Presented by,
hosted by the Barn.
hosted by the barn,
by
and
the
that's
barn.
us. Hey, that's
Yeah.
us. They let us back in. For some reason, thanks to Sherry. Sherry was a big part of making this happen. And let's talk Midwest Cajun Company.
Yeah. So me and Mr. Brian Mabry. So I heard a few of these stories of the incidents that occurred at your last Labor Day thing for Mr. Brian Mabry. We own a company called Midwest Cajun Company. We do Cajun caterings in your backyard, corporate event.
You say I need to stay in the backyard.
Yeah, well, if you do, we can cook for you. I grew up in Mississippi, grew up in the South, been cooking Cajun food my whole life, and brought it to the Midwest when I moved here back in '05, and finally decided to make a business out of it last year. So
I love Cajun food.
yeah. So we cook anything from shrimp, crab legs, crawfish, in season, jambalaya, pastelai, any Cajun dish you can think of, we cook. We developed our own line of spices that are available at all the local Save-A-Lots here in town.
Yeah.
Just having fun with it, man. See where it goes.
Since 2005, they've been bringing the taste of the South right here to the Midwest. It's the Midwest Cajun Company. We got a hat around here somewhere, I think. With superior service and personalized attention, they started with a simple plan, bringing the flavor of the Bayou to your backyard or corporate event. Over 20 years of experience. Been doing this a while.
When I moved here, everybody, oh, you're from the South. You can cook, you can cook crawfish. I don't know that I did it very well back then, but I do it a lot better now.
Cajun cuisine, perfected techniques that will make your next gathering the talked about event of the year. And the best part, you can now find the Cajun Company products at your local Save-A-Lot, friends of ours as well. Clint and Matt and all those guys do a really good job there. For more information, go to MidwestCajunCo.com. That's MidwestCajunCo.com, and we'll be back right after this.
give me a Welcome back to the Sports and Stuff live stream with the Barn at the Labor Day Picnic in Desloge, presented by Unico Bank. And this segment in particular brought to you by Subway, who's been kind enough to sponsor us and hook us up with a bunch of sandwiches. We'll be digging into those later. Change up the panel a little bit. We got Mr. Ben Leffridge down there at the end. How you doing, Ben?
I'm great, Micah. Thanks for having me, buddy.
Yeah, no problem. And we got Matt Brannon. Have you moved back yet?
I am back. I am
He is
officially
back.
in O'Fallon, Mo.
There you go.
Glad to be here.
Suburban it.
Yeah, that's how we do.
Thanks for coming. You've been in Georgia for a while. I know we're going to continue talking about SEC. We're going to definitely jump into MIZZOU. But you know about those Georgia fans. We'll get into that, too.
Absolutely.
So thanks for joining us, guys. Let's jump into MIZZOU. We kind of talked a little bit about Texas and the SEC, so we're keeping it local with this one. So you guys are the big MIZZOU fans. Do you want to talk about what do you want to talk about first? You want to talk about quarterbacks getting hurt? You want to talk about Central Arkansas?
Well, I think we need to go back to Thursday night, start off with Central Arkansas.
Okay, let's talk about Central Arkansas versus MIZZOU. What was the final? 61 to 6?
61-6. And here's the thing. I don't think as a MIZZOU fan, I mean, you can feel great winning a game by 55 points, but I still didn't take anything away from the game. I still don't know how good we are. I don't know how good Bo Prabula is. He looked good, but I mean, Central Arkansas, that's just a hair above a JUCO team.
Sure.
I mean, for real.
Luckily, their schedules.
Well, I mean, they just made that transition. They were D2 for a while, right?
Right.
Now they've made that transition to FCS, what used to be Division I AA, and they're supposed to be one of the better teams that you're going to see at that level. I'll tell you, I think I look at it a little different. Whereas, like, yeah, we didn't know what we were going to get. I was kind of going into it negative in a way, but we were a little better than I expected. I really did. I thought MIZZOU looked a little bit better, especially on the offensive side of the ball. Defensively, I had a feeling we were going to be that good. I mean, the two DNs we got are going to wreak havoc on everybody.
Yes.
And
yes.
Speaking of Georgia people, both coming from Georgia. But I tell you, the offense looked really good. The new additions at receiver looked really good. And, yeah, we didn't know what we were going to get out of Bo. We still don't, really. The line looked fantastic the other night. But he gave me more than I was expecting, because I was expecting just legs. That's kind of what I was going into it. But the dude threw it well. He really did.
Yeah, and that's kind of what the talking heads were talking about. You know, his legs. You know, that's what he's going to bring to the table. Whoa.
Typical Georgia.
Typical Georgia.
But no, I just thought that, especially I guess maybe the first two quarters, first half, was slow. I thought the offense moved slow. Defense, of course, I thought I'm like you, Matt. I thought they did what we thought they were going to do the whole game. Offense, I thought it was a slow start. Second half was a different story. But I've watched MIZZOU for too damn long. We talked about this going into it. They're going to MIZZOU it up somewhere. You know, looking at this schedule, they're just going to. They've broke our hearts way too many times. As a matter of fact, the other day, I was going through some stuff in the house, and I ran across the Sports Illustrated, which when MIZZOU made the cover, and it said the title on the Sports Illustrated was MIZZOU, That's Who.
With Chase Daniel on the front.
They were number one for like a minute.
A week.
And
they got destroyed by Oklahoma the next week.
Right.
I don't remember that part.
Oh,
what happened in the bowl game after? That's all.
For some reason,
you just wonder why Chase Daniel always have his ring on.
Right.
And that's it.
Right.
So no, I just think they're going to MIZZOU it up. I'm afraid. Now I'm usually a half glass full type guy, but
their schedule's light.
It's light.
That's what I was going to say.
They missed a lot of teams this year.
Well, I mean, everybody complained last year that the schedule was so weak, and that's why they ended up with the 10 wins. Hey, I got news for you. Same freaking schedule. It's just flip-flopped. The home games are now away games, and actually it's probably catered better.
Yeah.
What is it, 6 home games in a row?
Yeah.
Right? I mean, and you can only play what they give you.
Right, yeah. They play Alabama. I'm not a big Alabama believer this year, Ty Simpson believer. So they've got a chance to lose 1-2 games this year. So I mean, if they play it right, if Prebula's as good as he looked yesterday.
It's what I actually did here. The front page of my notes that I took down because I am a professional.
Right.
Is that the first page of my notes? I have 2 different schedules wrote down. I have best case scenario and worst case scenario. And honestly, best case, we could really go 11-1 without a problem exiting out of this. And the one loss I have is to Bama, just because that's middle of the season. You don't know what you're going to get, and it is Bama. I mean, you got to give respect to that. Worst case,
not to interrupt you, is the Auburn game at home?
The Auburn game. Let's see, Auburn game.
No, it's on the road.
Yeah, it's at Auburn because we literally have at Bama at home, then at Auburn, then at Vandy.
I know Oklahoma was not good last year, but they're going to be a lot better.
Absolutely.
They're going to be a lot better, and they got to go to Oklahoma.
The other thing, look at worst case scenario though, and this is kind of a bonus to be MIZZOU right now. Worst case for me is 7-5. I really do. I think worst case 7-5. Now, could they win 4 or 5 games? Hell yeah, it's MIZZOU. We know what we're going to get. You know, like you said, they might MIZZOU it up at some point, but I think 7-5 is like the low point realistic.
Bringing in the Sun Belt Freshman of the Year at running back, Prebula, good Lord,
That's
name,
what we talked earlier
name
about.
is driving me crazy.
Prebula.
I wish
Bo.
he just changed it.
Just call him Bo.
Just Bo, yeah.
Bo P.
I really, really think they have a shot at playing in the conference championship. I really do. With that schedule, it looks easy.
Hey, can I throw something out there before we get really going into this? Kind of off subject. How long is Faurot Field going to be under construction?
They actually said the other night that they expected it to be done by season's end, and when that happened, I spit my lemonade out because there's no damn way that thing is going to be done by season's end.
It seems like that thing.
Did they say what season?
That's what, the season of 28.
Right.
It seems like that thing's been under construction. There's been, every time I've watched a game in the last 5 years, I've seen a crane in the background somewhere.
Literally been working on that field since we joined the SEC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they're better off than, who is it, Northwestern? Is it Northwestern who doesn't have they only have bleachers at the
Oh, yeah.
on the end zones or
Yeah.
something?
Awful.
Yeah, it's got to be better than that.
Enough place for the band.
Right.
Yeah.
So what about the losses? Loss of players. So how does that affect the team? Loss of Burden, Cook, Mimbo. Are they being replaced? Or
You can't
what's the
replace Burden. You can't replace Burden. I mean, you don't get. You're not playing on Sundays.
Yeah, you don't get a 5-star.
But I do think the Coleman kid can make a difference. I do. He looks good. But Chuck, what you mentioned, the load that came from Louisiana Monroe.
Yeah, buddy.
That's real. That kid's playing on Sundays.
Yeah.
That kid. It took me 2 freaking handoffs to say that kid is legit. He's going to be on my fantasy team in 3 years. I think he's the real deal. Ahmad Hardy.
Yes. Yeah. You can tell a lot.
See, I'm kind of opposite with our losses, especially Luther Burden and his performance last year, because he had a better year, and Brady Cook, didn't have a great year last year, and so I don't think, and I was never on the Brady Cook bandwagon anyway. Something about it, I think, is the way he looked. I think it was his face.
You just don't like. You just don't like private
something about his
kids.
face.
I think it was his face. Something about his face.
Yeah, it's the private school thing for you, I think.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, I get it.
And so that's why I was kind of like, all right, get this regime out of there. I'm ready for something new. And so that's part of the little optimism I have are the new faces, and because nobody in the SEC really knows.
That's true.
What to expect, what kind of game plan, what is Coach Drink's game plan going to be against some of these,
and
top tier
we got
SEC
no
schools.
gauge out of that Thursday night.
No, and that's what I'm saying.
That's why we're running the Wildcat in the first quarter and getting a backup quarterback hurt.
Right. We still don't know. What are they going to be? Run heavy? Are they going to be deep ball? Are they going to be? Let's just move the chains. Let's get 6-7 yards at a time. What are they going to be? I don't think we know.
Is that something you don't know, or something they don't know also?
I think it's a good point. I don't know, and I think they're still trying to figure it out. You can practice, all year long, and you can have your training and your OTAs, whatever, and you can play your Central Arkansas, but until you get, a team like an Alabama or Georgia or any SEC school for that matter, or we'll actually find out next Saturday against Kansas, I think.
See, and I think it's in a couple weeks against South Carolina.
I think
it's
it's next week against another formidable D1 school.
I'm just going to act like you didn't say that of giving them credit, and we'll just move on from it because it'll be a cold day in hell before I give that team credit. Sorry.
I'm not giving them credit.
I'm a real Mizzou fan, though, so.
How old are the quarterbacks?
Pribula?
We'll talk about Sam in a second. You guys, we kind of felt it out earlier. You guys are kind of on board with the bow anyway.
Yeah, I think
Yeah, I think that's right.
Both those kids sophomores?
Pribula's a junior, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
He's coming in as a junior, and then Horn is a redshirt junior. This is his 4th year on campus, but he got hurt that sophomore year, so he lost a year of eligibility.
Yeah, Pribula's a redshirt junior. He came in the same year as Drew Aller for Penn State. He was a big Penn State fan growing up. He just waited for his turn, and then Aller was like, "All right, I'm staying another year." He's like, I'm not.
And he's a Pennsylvania guy, right?
Yeah. I think it broke his heart to leave, and Aller was like, "All right, I'll stay another year." He's like, all right, fine.
So it seemed like you guys were happy. Not that Sam Horn got injured, of course. But it seemed like you guys were happy with Bo being the guy, right?
I think for me, I kind of expected it anyway. I really did.
I
said a while ago, I was talking to somebody up here, and I said, I think going into it, like, it's the same thing we had 2 years ago, where if you remember, opening game 2 years ago, Brady Cook and Sam Horn are battling out. One's playing the first half, one's playing the second half. And then what we saw is there was zero comparison. Brady Cook was so far from Sam Horn. And honestly, I think that was the setup here. I think it was for people, Mizzou fans, to lay their eyes on this and say, hey, the Penn State guy's our guy. I know you like Horn because he's been here since he was 18, but come on. And I got to tell you, if I'm Sam Horn and that left arm is getting ready to make me millions of dollars, I mean, with the LA Dodgers, I don't know. Isn't baseball a little safer? Just saying.
Yeah.
It is.
I agree with you. Coach is like, listen, when you question me later on, I'm showing you right now.
You're right.
I'm showing you who's the better one right now, so stop.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Coach Drink, I think when Horn got hurt, I don't think he was happy, but I thought he was kind of like, whew, all right.
I think the only panic was like, there went my whole offensive set for the second half, so let's just rewind this and do this different.
Yep.
And then you get so much time with the freshman kid who didn't look bad.
No, he didn't
really.
look bad. He didn't look bad.
You're talking about these cupcake games. That's what drives me crazy about these cupcake games at the end of every year, because you got the rankings coming out, and you don't know anything. These games, a lot of these teams can play 4 games, and you still have no idea who they are. Playing Bethune-Cookman and all that at the beginning, man. You have not a clue until somebody actually plays.
Was that the first Bethune-Cookman reference today?
Well, I had one.
Yeah, I think so.
I had one worked in for the second half of the show, but like Chuck to steal my thunder.
Sounds like more of an NCAA tournament thing.
Dude, I don't know what. Bethune-Cookman should be a good school. If you ever went there in Panama, it's in Panama, or
St. Augustine, right?
St. Augustine. Yeah. If you can, there's a little bitty road and the beach.
Yeah.
There's a university, little bitty road, beach. You can take a rock and throw in the ocean with your left hand.
Yeah.
You would think that there'd be somewhere.
I thought about that, all those schools like that, though. I got a small school. I'm a big-time guy, but maybe I'm in the middle somewhere. I know I can go to this small school, live on the beach, and start right away.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Or if you're a quarterback, man, I would be dying to go somewhere like Washington State or Houston back in the day, Baylor or stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
To just sling it, dude.
And with all the transfer stuff that we have today, those opportunities are out there. You get an idea of whose offense is what. This is why, like, I was in South Carolina for so many years. This is why Coastal Carolina got so many influx of transfers. One, you're freaking 20 minutes from Myrtle Beach, which is the butthole of South Carolina, but it's still a beach. But, like, you're right there. You got a small school. You're the big man on campus, and this offense is going to spin it and throw it all over the place. Like, okay, like, sign me up now.
Mm-hmm.
So was this a before we leave the quarterbacks, was it a quarterback controversy, competition? What was it? He was going to play them both?
I think what Matt said. I think he was like, look, you're going to question me later on, so I'm just going to show you right now. This is the better. Like, I'm going to show you who's better.
In the paper, it's a competition.
Yeah.
Okay.
And in his press conference, he came out and said, it was last week, I think it was a Tuesday, he came out and said, tomorrow I'm going to announce our starter. And I'm listening to local sports talk radio, and they were kind of going back and forth, what he was going to do. And sure enough, the next day he comes out and announces that he's going to play them both. And then everybody's like, you fooled no one.
Right.
Everybody
Here we
knew.
go again.
Everybody knew exactly what you were going to do. And so he tried to play it off as a competition, but everybody kind of knew, even the local talking heads, they knew that Bo was.
NIL money told us everything we really needed.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I think so too.
So we're happy with the outcome. Not that he got hurt. And on the first play, what, just quarterback draw or whatever it was?
Wildcat.
Well, they said it was an RPO, run pass option, and
he chose the wrong option.
You chose poorly.
The Dodgers probably gave that dude some money to take him out.
What I thought was, did you see the size of the air cast they put on him when he came out of the tent? Like, it literally could have taken his whole body. I thought he was almost dead. I really did.
It looked like a sleeping bag.
It was awful. You ever seen the things they sleep in on the way to Mount Everest? That's what it was. They put that on his leg.
Yeah.
So worst case 7-5. What else do you have notes on? You're so prepared.
I'm a professional, obviously.
Yeah.
I put some points on some different guys that I thought were going to stand out.
Yeah, I do have standout players on here, so let's talk about that.
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead.
Who you got?
If I had to pick one right now, and I will tell you, I'm going to the defensive side of the ball in a huge way. The transfer, number 19, coming out from Georgia, Darius Smith. He looked absolutely amazing. I'm telling you, both of those DNs are Sunday guys. Yeah. Both of those DNs. And I had a big talk about guys we lost. Our defensive line is what scared me the most until you kind of see what we're dealing with now. 2 transfers from Georgia, Darius Smith and Damon Wilson. Those 2 dudes might be the best bookends on the D-line in the whole SEC. I mean, they are that damn good, and they're that fast. They fit that Missouri bill for defense, and those dudes are my guys. I think those guys. But then I saw freaking Ahmad Hardy.
Yeah.
I mean, I had no idea what to expect with this guy. Honestly, I'll be totally straight up. It's like a miniature version of Saquon Barkley. Like, the dude is stacked. Then they talk about what the hell is this right now?
Yeah.
But those are my 3. If I had to pick 3, it's the 2 DNs and Ahmad Hardy. Those are our guys.
Yeah, you go back to talking about the defensive line. You know, in the 2000s, even in the early, 2010 through 2015, I mean, people were coming from all over the country to play on Missouri's defensive line.
Right.
Because Missouri's defensive line got you to the NFL.
Right.
I mean, you can name, person after player. I mean, and we're talking first rounders.
They always have a defensive lineman and a corner, like some kind of D-back in the first round.
And we may have one of those right now, too, in the big safety that came in, the transfer safety.
And they had a good transfer portal, whatever you call that.
Yeah.
Season, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and here's the thing. When you can get transfers from bigger schools like your Georgia or an Alabama or Florida, your SEC schools, because these are 4 or 5-star guys.
Yeah.
They're backups that see, well, I'm not going to get any playing time, but I can go up here, make a bunch of money, and I'm going to start. And so we're not talking about guys, we're not talking about walk-ons. I mean, we're talking 3, 4, 5-star guys that are starting for it.
You can get your 5-star guy, not out of high school, but you can get him, when he's a sophomore.
Right, that's what I said.
Exactly.
There are 3 keys to recruiting now, all right? 1, transfer portal, 100%. 2, good freshman class. 3, heat. If you're in that top 15 to top 20 realm and you're like a guy away from a college playoff, that's what it was.
Oh, yeah,
Didn't play at Washington State, and then last year rips it up. I mean.
Yep.
Touchdown. We got a ball. Yeah.
What do you know?
Wow. Love it.
Okay, what about predictions? I know you gave the worst case, best case, worst case. How do you?
I feel like they're changing formats. As we speak, they're changing formats on postseason play and whatnot. Are they still doing SEC West versus East?
Top 2 teams, like it is with Georgia and Florida. So other than that, that's kind of how it's going to roll, and then they'll mix it up again every 2 years.
Okay, I got you.
So Mizzou's toughest road game is Oklahoma.
Absolutely.
Towards the end of the year. Otherwise, every great team they play is at home. Texas A&M.
He's a wideout. The kid's a load. He can absolutely go because he can line up on the outside or he can line up on the inside. He's going to be devastating.
I was telling my family is all from Georgia, and I have a cousin, second cousin, whatever the hell it is. He's a football assistant football coach somewhere in Georgia, and he was telling me a story one time. He's like, I was like, have you played against anybody? He's like, oh yeah, I played against this person. He goes, I'll tell you a story. He goes, we had a running back against us that had 500 yards or something in one game. He goes, and he had 2 80-yard runs called back. I go, Jesus Christ.
I think I know who this
is. It
is.
was Champ Bailey.
Yep. Never played a second of offense.
Yeah, he would have had 700 yards in one game against them.
Wow.
It's insane, man.
Yeah, that is insane.
Hey, I've got a question. Speaking of the Missouri schedule, whenever they're going for non-conference schedule, do they just put a map of the United States and throw a dart? Because what is the love affair with UMass the last couple of years? How does How does that happen?
Yeah.
The love affair is right there. It's all money.
I noticed UMass a lot, and like every great team plays Kent State for some reason.
Yeah.
And they just throttle them to death. But I'd hate to play like at Kent State and play all these teams where you get beat 75-0 every game.
Right.
Well, it's like what today? Missouri State's playing at USC.
At USC?
Like, that's
USC.
insane.
Yeah.
Really? Oh, I
Yeah,
didn't see that.
Yeah. Ouch.
Yeah. But I mean, that comes back to a really big question, though. If you're a coach and you're the AD of these Power 5 schools, what's the track you go to start this year? Like we look at this TV right now that we're watching, and you got number 1 versus number 3, and then you look back at Mizzou and we're playing Central Arkansas. Like, you ask yourself, what's the track record to go? They were talking about on game day this morning. Some of these, there's 3 top 10 matchups today? Yep. And that means that there's 3 teams in the top 10 today that are going to lose and will hurt them moving forward. I don't think it should hurt them. I think that you should be rewarded for playing this. Like,
yeah.
I don't know. It's a tough way, but then again, you don't know what you're getting like Mizzou, so what do? I don't know.
There's got to be some kind of a science to that. Like, there's got to be some, like, if you play a top whatever team at the beginning of the year, this is what happens to you.
Right.
Well, with this playoff format they've got now, it's not like it used to be.
Yeah, it makes it a little easier.
You know, it used to be if you lose, you're
get
done.
in with 1 loss.
Well, hell, we had a 2-loss team win the national championship last year.
And so I think they're kind of they're riding along with it. And
so the big win early is almost as valuable, or the big loss early is almost as valuable as the big win early.
Yeah.
If you look at it that way.
Oh yeah, because but it's still, I think it's one of those, if you lose, you'd rather lose, on August 30th than lose on November 30th.
That's exactly right. Yeah, you'd rather lose in October than lose at Thanksgiving.
Yeah, it's that recency bias.
Right.
Yeah.
100%.
Right.
Ohio State last year, there was a lot to do with that.
But, I think a lot of it has to do with, and, with a lot of the schools playing the smaller schools is maybe practice time. Because I know a lot of the colleges, the same thing in the NFL. They've cut down on the amount of times you can practice with pads.
Yep.
They've, and I'm thinking they're just using that as a practice.
It's like a glorified scrimmage.
It is. It is. And I get it.
I mean, we could see that the other day with the different type of offense we were running in the first half. Hell, Sam Horn got hurt running the Wildcat, for Christ's sake. By the way, at the 45-yard line. Just saying.
Oh, boy. When we were kids, the margin of victory meant something. So that poor other coach was just like, dude, I'm sorry, but I got to go, man. I can't stop. I'm just going to you by 70.
It's a different world.
Yeah, different world.
Ben, what was your prediction on the record? Would you agree with 10-2?
10-2. I would hope. I'm hoping for a 10-2. I could see 2 losses, and I see a good old-fashioned Missouri game where they blow it up. So I'm going to go 9-3 instead. Okay. I see a real heartbreaker in there.
Yeah, there's
somewhere.
a missed field goal in there somewhere.
I see a heartbreaker. Maybe that at Auburn game I see as a real
question.
And not that Auburn's the powerhouse, but I think on the road there, I think is going to, because is that their first road game?
The first road game
is at Auburn.
Is at Auburn.
Yeah. I think that is going to be a real test.
So my question is, though, at 9-3, we don't have a chance to get in the SEC championship there? I don't think.
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so. I think 2 losses we can get in because the SEC is a war of attrition, right? But I think that 3rd loss kind of. So way to put a downer on everything.
Did you do any research on the kicker? Is it Zerline's little brother?
Our kicker is a badass.
Is he?
Right,
it seems like Mizzou always has a badass kicker.
Blake Craig. All right. He broke the Thicker Kickers freshman records last year. He has what is it? He's like 87% past 55 yards or something like that.
Wow.
The dude isn't the Thicker Kicker, but he might be the best kicker in the nation outside of outside of Iowa. Because I have to give Iowa the shout out for my boy Drew Stevens, a former student of mine.
Nice.
He's the kicker?
At Iowa, yeah. I got to hook him up with an interview because I know the family pretty well.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Closing it out, a little fun. We put this on here. Do you have I don't even know if we contacted you guys about this. Do you have a quick Mount Rushmore of Mizzou players?
We discussed this earlier, and we kind of thought you almost have to break it down a little bit, or you have to put 10 people on Mount Rushmore.
Is it only offense? Is it only is that what
That's
you
the
mean?
thing. So, but if
Right.
what did we say? We could probably come up with a player one, right?
Yeah, I think so, and I think we just need to go back like the last 25 years.
I can go.
Like you don't want to go back to the 70s or.
Well, I mean, I can't even hardly do that. I can start you in the Bob Stoll era, but honestly, I've tried to forget that.
I feel like Mizzou was really bad when I was a kid.
Oh my God, they were bad.
Yeah, they were
Yeah, we
bad.
had to deal with Bob Stoll, and then we had to deal with Larry Robinson, and it's been a tough go. It's been a tough go. But all right, how do we want to do this?
Okay, well, you go first, and then I'll go, and then Chuck.
See, it's hard for me because my favorite Mizzou football player of all time, by some, might not be looked at as a Mount Rushmore guy, but this is my Mount Rushmore, so I'm doing it anyway. I'm putting Corby Jones up there. Corby Jones.
Corby
is
Jones. I
definitely
remember Corby Jones.
Mount Rushmore. I still have a number 7 Corby Jones jersey that I got from like Grandpa Pigeons back in the day. I mean, you can imagine that it doesn't fit a whole lot anymore, but still, Corby Jones is my guy.
Was that like still the Big 8 era? They were getting
We were Big
stomped
12
by
then.
Tommy
Yeah, Big
Frazier
12.
in
Big
Nebraska.
12.
Like
Yeah, we were Big 12.
Yeah,
remember
Nebraska
that, yeah.
wasn't really getting us with Corby. It was Oklahoma that was getting us with Corby, and a lot of other people. Kansas State.
I will stick on the side of quarterback, and I will go Brad Smith.
Great one.
Ooh,
Who-
yeah.
We could probably
It's
just
like
do
a
all
slash
quarterbacks
receiver
here.
for the Jets.
Right, who by far had probably the most offensive, I don't know, Jeremy Maclin was up there, but as far as quarterback goes, the most successful NFL quarterback career, but not even as quarterback.
Yeah,
Yeah. No,
He was the most successful Mizzou quarterback in the NFL,
Yeah.
but he never played quarterback.
The most successful quarterback of Mizzou would be on my Mount Rushmore, though, probably.
Yeah.
And we talked about him earlier on the cover of Sports Illustrated.
1,000%.
Yeah, Chase Daniel.
I got to say
Chase
Chase
Daniel.
Daniel. If he don't make the Mount Rushmore, then we
Yeah.
got to. Yeah,
And he's still
gotta be
doing
on
it,
there.
right?
He's not anymore.
No, he's not
He had-
anymore.
No.
He's
He
coaching,
had-
right?
No, he was on FS1 doing some kind of morning show.
I think he's helping out with high school around the
Is he?
Kansas City area or something like that as well, which is kind of awesome. Here's one thing, though, because we said we weren't going to go back in time like too far.
Go
But
back in time.
You do know that Kellen Winslow
That's what I was
is
gonna
a
say,
freaking
yeah.
Hall of Famer. I
Yeah,
mean, the
that's
guy's in Canton, so.
Well, we weren't going to go back
But
that
we
far.
can't go
Top
back.
five tight end of all time, yeah.
Oh, 100%. 100%. What happened to his kid? I think something happened to his kid. Anyway, no?
We got to go commercial.
But so that one's hard. So we'll just put him on a level by himself,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
All right.
He was definitely the best pro.
So are we agreeing on the first three? Or are you guys not agreeing with my Corby Jones?
Oh, I'm Corby Jones.
I had
All right.
fun with him.
So we got one spot left. Are we going another quarterback? Or, by the way, I saw Macklin. He coached against my high school that I work for right now. He coaches at Kirkwood right now.
Oh,
And
nice.
we thought they were going to lay the wood to us at Zoom Walt West the other night.
Yeah.
And they did beat us 10-3, but it was
Yeah.
pretty good. Maybe the best player in the state of Missouri is on Kirkwood's squad. Wide receiver going to Illinois.
Really?
Yeah. But who would be the fourth?
Man, I mean, you could go.
I would probably float defense here.
I probably would too. I mean,
or we got Drew Lock.
you got Drew Lock. I would go Blaine Gabbert.
Blaine
for Drew
Gabbert.
Lock. I was not a Drew Lock
I
guy.
like Drew.
I was not a Drew
Yeah.
Lock guy.
Oh, I
Drew,
like-
Drew talked enough shit for me to really, really like him. I don't know if you guys know that about me.
Yeah, but but the thing about Blaine Gabbert, like you never heard him talk. Like I don't even know what his voice sounds like.
Kermit the Frog.
Hang on, guys. We might have an update. Dale,
All right.
we got a turnover. Let's see what happened here. We got an interception here
Oh,
for
yeah.
Ohio State.
Yep.
I will say this.
The first real action of the game here.
Real play.
I'll
Yeah.
say that. Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead. Absolutely.
The one that deserves to be on there, and I don't know if this even falls into the category, but the one that changed Mizzou football completely was Gary Pinkel.
Gary Pinkel.
Gary Pinkel.
Gary Pinkel changed it completely. It was shit, bam, and he comes in, and it's been pretty respectable since.
You almost could make him the first person to put
And
up.
where is he now? He had health issues and stuff, right?
He's still on campus, and still in
Yeah, he
Columbia.
does have something
But
to do
yeah,
with it.
His
But you're
son.
absolutely right.
His son used to live next to my brother in Sedalia.
that's awesome.
There you go.
State Fair.
Yep.
What's he do for a living?
My brother?
No. His son.
Oh, hell, I don't know.
Sells cocaine.
Fair enough. All right.
Yeah, it might.
Yeah, absolutely.
Who knows?
I would, if I'm going player though, if I'm going, like I have to, we talked earlier, the D-line. I mean, we were at a time where we were D-line U, where every year we were putting a guy in the NFL in the first round. Now, they all didn't crack up as good as maybe they were supposed to be. Justin Smith.
Oh, there you go.
Justin Smith, man.
There you go.
Go back in time. I mean, that dude, not only a MIZZOU legend, but he's a state of Missouri legend out of Jeff City.
Yep.
Like, that would be a hard press one.
And Alden
Smith.
Yeah,
I think he was really good in the airport for something
Right.
that I heard about. Yeah. You're not
Will,
supposed to bring guns to the airport.
Will Witherspoon
Thanks a lot.
get off
Oh, right. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
Spoony.
yeah.
get off the D line.
Who's
Nick
that
Bolton.
defensive back for Saints
Yep.
for a long time? William Moore.
William Moore.
I mean the Falcons. Yeah, William Moore.
From Hayti, Missouri.
Is that where he was
He
from?
was, yeah.
Huh.
Wow.
Yep, absolutely. Played at either played at Hayti or New Madrid, one or the other. But actually, I don't know where Jason Lowry is supposed to be up here somewhere. Jason and I called a William Moore game when he was in high school for J98.
Oh, so I
a
got
long time ago.
Luther Burden. He played. It's before he went to like the East St. Louis school. Right, I think his senior year.
Yeah, he was at Cardinal Ritter before.
He was Cardinal Ritter, and he played at Central. I walked up. I didn't know, and my son played for Central, and I wasn't following all that, and they were out there warming up, and all the dads was there. I walked up, and they're like pointing and oohing and ahhing and stuff, and I'm like, what are you talking about? And they go, there's this kid right here. He's going to Oklahoma. At the time, he had committed to Oklahoma, and they go, this kid's right here is going to Oklahoma, and he was catching the ball and he's running, and I go, that kid ain't going to Oklahoma. They go, no, there's a kid on this team. He's going to Oklahoma. He's the best one. I go, I'm telling you, that kid ain't going to Oklahoma.
You were right.
And they kept on and kept on. I'm like, I'm telling you, there ain't no way. And then they kicked the ball off, and I guess he was inside. They kicked the ball off, and he took the ball back, didn't get touched. I go, that's the kid that's going to Oklahoma.
That team had like 10 Division I kids on it.
Yeah, it
that
did.
Cardinal Ritter team.
Yeah.
That team was unreal.
But yeah, I was like, they thought that was him, and I was like, that kid ain't good enough to go to Oklahoma. And then, like I say, he wasn't warming up. And when they kicked the ball off, he was out there, caught it, didn't even get touched. It went back. I go, that's the kid that's going to Oklahoma. Right?
That's a little different.
So that's you don't understand. You'll know it when you see it.
Yeah.
You just saw it.
Those guys are just different.
Yeah,
it's just different.
Hey, Dan told me one time, Dan Smith, he's like, he goes, there's a bunch, he goes, dudes around here can play baseball at Miami, man. He goes, people around here are good enough to play baseball at Miami. I go, what about football? He goes,
not even close.
Nope.
No, different world.
Right.
That's what I will say. Being in the South as long as I was, and the high school I was at was competitive. You know, we're not winning state championship every year. We were playing teams that did, but it's different. It's just different. Not that one place is good and one place is bad. It's just different. I mean, last night, North County Farmington, how many people were at the stadium? You know,
I watched it online. There was a lot.
Yeah, probably 2,000.
Yeah.
You know, down south, no matter what high school if you're at a bigger high school, you got 5,000 and 7,000 every single Friday night. It's just different.
Texas high school football looks like NFL stadiums.
Unreal.
It's unfreaking believable.
Yeah.
And well, these high school coaches are getting paid $200,000, $300,000 to just coach football.
It's insane, man.
I'm getting about $4,000 to coach baseball. It's a beautiful thing that we do.
Yeah.
Well, here's to a positive MIZZOU football season. We're hoping for the better, especially around
They
here.
couldn't have lucked out more with the schedule.
Yeah.
No,
for real.
no.
They could not have lucked
For real.
out.
I think it's our best player this year.
Yeah.
I do. I think
It
the
is.
schedule is our best player.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let's give our props to Subway for this segment. Hungry, looking for a place to grab lunch? Subway is the obvious go-to options with locations right here in the Parkland, including Farmington, Park Hills, Desloge, Pilot Knob, Fredericktown, Cherokee Pass, St. John, Bloomsdale, and now Bonne Terre. There's always a Subway close by if you're looking for value. Don't miss a $6.99 meal of the day. Get a 6-inch sub, chips, and a drink for just $6.99, which is awesome these days. Shit. A perfect lunch deal that's fresh, fast, and easy on the wallet. Plus, Subway has so much more than sandwiches, wraps, pizza, salads, all new dippers, and specialty options like the spicy chicken nacho wrap. There's something for everyone. And as Happy Gilmore says, Subway is fresh, delicious, tasty, and meaty. So stop by your local Subway in the Parkland today. Fresh, fast, and always a hole-in-one. So we want to thank them for sponsoring
Dude, I'll
this.
add this about
That was awesome.
Subway. Yeah, that was very professional. Yeah. Subway, I said this on the show one day, but the coupons they send in the mail, no joke. Don't throw those away.
Yeah.
I live on those for a
I
month,
agree.
man.
Yeah,
Those are awesome.
Them and Culver's both have awesome,
Yes,
awesome
dude.
mailer
Keep your
coupons.
Subway coupons, man. They're
Coupons.
worth
What are you guys, like 70?
Damn right.
You got to save $1 these days.
Yeah.
Subway's a great place.
By
to
the way,
live.
my cousin owns a few of the Subways around here, so definitely
nice.
frequent them. So we want to.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
We want to thank Ben Leffridge.
Yes,
You can
sir.
catch him on the Barn Radio Show.
We want to.
Nice.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
We want to thank Ben Leffridge.
Yes,
You can
sir.
catch him on the Barn Radio Show on most Wednesdays.
Yep.
And Matt Brannon, Slow Burn Pro Wrestling Podcast. Definitely
right.
want to shout that out. I know you work your ass off on that.
Thank you.
You're very passionate about it. You post content all the time. It's very, very.
Yeah, I don't know the guy that did it for me.
that I
It's
might
kind of
have
a pain in
helped
the
you out
ass, but he's talented as fuck. I tell you.
Thank you. So thanks, guys, for coming on, talking about Mizzou. We're going to pull the Ohio State guys on. Hopefully, it's probably the worst possible moment. Yeah, we'll see if we get those on. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back right after this.
bullshit.